Hello, Runway DFW viewers. We're back with a pop-up stream. Let me get away from this music a little bit. I'm at one of the popular shopping districts in Seoul, South Korea, Myeong-dong. And it's a very lively scene here on a late Thursday morning. This is my last full day here in Korea. I've got to find some souvenirs for my loved ones back home. So here I am in the middle of all this craziness. Hello to Ross. Hello to Cheese and Wisco. Elmer says hello. Ross Jin says really appreciate sharing all of these with us. Walt and JoltJack747 is here. So we're just going to walk around and look. I probably won't get anything until after the stream is over, but here's the shop featured in our poster, everything. So, yeah, it's got everything. If you want little fuzzy souvenirs and... Mary wants me to bring her back something. What do you want, Mary? Luggage tags. Music is going to put us into YouTube jail. But I think we're going to be surrounded by music wherever we go here, so anyway, it's just a cacophony of sounds and sights and colors. Something for Halloween, perhaps? No, I think that's a beauty mask of some sort. Hydrogel mask. Beauty products are a big thing here in Seoul. There's the Pretty Skin store. So I'm going to say pretty much anything you would want to find here, you could. There's a Foot Locker store familiar to Americans and probably people around the world. Dan V says hello. I wish we had smell-o-vision because there's lots of great Korean food aromas here. I don't know what they sell here. I don't know if the smells are coming from here, but it smells very good. They claim to have some Michelin awards down here. But here's a look at some of the. I guess you can get some dumplings. Some of that. It all looks quite appetizing. Here's a truck delivering beer. We have the Terra product. We have... I guess this must be the Terra beer delivery. And here comes the driver with empties, I guess. The H Bath Mart, I believe, specializes in almond products. Bill R says good evening or morning to all. We're right here, right now. It is 11:28 on Thursday morning. And I got here, I just kind of thought, well, I should share this with you all before I go because I might not have another opportunity to. I'll probably do a live stream from the airport. I plan to get to the airport very early tomorrow for a late afternoon flight. So we may do a terminal tour of whatever terminal I'm in, one or two at Incheon Airport. And this just looks like it goes on forever. These looked interesting to me. I saw them the other day. Milk Classic non fried. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. So if you have any questions, I can see your chat. I'd be happy to try to answer them. I don't know that I'd have all the answers for you, but I can see that I can say that this has been a really fun trip. Just kind of knocked down a notch by the fact that I'm not feeling all that great, but more beauty products. And here's a Korean souvenir shop. Pin badges. If you're a fan of beer, you can get a beer pin. Another beer pin here. That's the number one domestic beer, Cass. Lots of refrigerator magnets, of course. And letter openers. Okay. Brooklyn says, "Get well soon, Walt. Could be the change in environment." I don't know. I mean, this has been lingering since I've been in Los Angeles, so maybe I just can't leave Texas. I don't know. I have to leave Texas sometimes. Motorcycles weaving in and out between the shoppers. Here, one can get a caricature done of oneself. That would be interesting. The instructions are to pay first, please. Another motorcycle weaving in and out. The motorcycles are big. Motorcycles and scooters are big on delivery items here. More souvenirs of some sort. I guess they're keychains. Oh, this would be big in Texas. Yeah. Lots of hats. Excuse me. More smells coming from a Korean restaurant over here. It looks like they offer much of what we saw at that last restaurant we saw. Oh, maybe it's affiliated because it has these Michelin awards as well. But, yeah, dumplings and whatever this might be. Yep, same thing. Excuse me. I'm trying to weave in and out of traffic here. Kagan ASMR says hi. Hello, Kagan. If you're just joining us, we're on the streets of Seoul, South Korea, looking at little shops. Mostly they appear to be independent shops, although I guess there's some that are also affiliated with larger companies. And it's kind of our series of getting to know South Korea. This is a larger street, I guess, affiliated or associated with the shopping district. Myeong-dong is where we are. Myeongdong is how it's transliterated into English. Lots of Korea hats here. Helmer says, thanks for sharing your trip with us. I couldn't not share this with our loyal Runway DFW audience. It's just too much fun. Wish I could bring you all with me, but and I'm going to show you now the name of a bank, which I don't know. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with the bank, but the English translation of it is, well, I'll let you see it here. It's called Worry Bank. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but if you pronounce it Worry Bank, not sure if I'd want to put my money in there, but again, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that bank. Just the name. Here's what looks to be an older building, kind of a cool looking building. Maybe it's not that old, maybe it's just designed to look old. Oh, it's the Myeong-dong Theater. So I have no information about the history of it. Just a cool looking building with some new addition on the top there. I don't know if you can see some glass superstructure there. So we'll continue down the street. These streets seem to go on forever. Well, I mean, it is a big city. It looks to be the home of the National Theater Company of Korea. Recycling is big here. And there's where the cardboard goes. Here is a Daiso store. Now, if you're in the a $50 super chat from Lelo Bad Fly. Oh, there it is. Lelo Double Fly. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Anyway, Daiso is a Japanese retailer which has a series of stores here in Korea and in Japan and also in the US. So I won't go in there because some of you in the US may be familiar with that. But they sell kind of an assortment of low-priced goods. I think last time I was here I got a plastic box and a small pillow from them. And look what we have here. We've seen this before, McDonald's. These are all over. Here's a tomato cheese beef burger for 5,600 won, which is about a little less than $5 US. And a soft drink for 1,000 won, that's about 75 cents US. Some more food to consider. Looks like some kind of beef, meat, ribs. We have Jeju pork belly, jumbo premium short ribs, and marinated hanwoo short loin as some of their offerings at that restaurant. There's a pharmacy. Now, last night, after a very excellent pizza dinner, which was a gift from my son's fiancée, we went over to a pharmacy which was next door and got some products for me, and they've really helped. It doesn't sound like it, but I'm a lot less sniffly than I was. And there's no trip to a doctor involved. You just go up and talk to the pharmacist, and in this case she and I, through translation because she wasn't an English speaker, but my son's fiancée spoke to her to kind of relay my symptoms, and she came up with a couple of medications which seemed to have done some good. So I'm not feeling as yucky as I did yesterday. Hello, Dreambird. Good to see you with us on board here on this little walkabout tour of the Myeong-dong shopping district and dining district. I'm getting hungry just walking around. So far today, what have I eaten? I ate a bowl of frosted flakes in my hotel room because I needed to use up my milk. Here's a phone store from one of the Korean providers, KT. And you can get the iPhone 16. Apparently, Samsung, of course, is a Korean company, and that is, according to my son, that's what you find most people rocking on the train and the buses. But I did notice, because the iPhone has a fairly distinctive camera configuration. And a lot of people who use iPhones here. And my son said it's kind of more of a status symbol. MRI says I'm not the only one getting hungry. Let's get back to the shopping district here. I think we kind of walked out of the main part of it, but we're headed back into one of these kind of almost alley-like streets, which are barely big enough for a motor car. Nancy L. says, this is an informative and fun walk. Thanks for taking us with you. Yes, I know it's not for, aviation buffs would be somewhat, ice cream. That sounds good for someone with a throat like mine. Let's see, you've got milk, coffee ice cream, strawberry ice cream, chocolate ice cream, mugwort ice cream, matcha ice cream, matcha coffee ice cream. Looks good. There's I don't know if you can see it in this shot, way in the center of your screen, there's a 7-Eleven, of which there are many here. There are supermarkets that, are kind of analogous to what we in the U.S. are accustomed to, but this being such an urban area, there are just a convenience store on almost every corner. There's CU and GS24 and 7-Eleven and one or two other chains. Elmer is enjoying every minute of the walk. Thank you, Elmer. If you need your fill of seaweed, or I don't know what else they got there. Well, it looks like mostly seaweed. Meanwhile, I continue my quest for something that my grandson would like. And he's 8. And I know he's into video games. I haven't seen too much of that in that genre. I was kind of hoping to find a nice, colorful, unique Seoul or South Korean t-shirt of some sort for him. Poof Be Gone Now says, I love this walking tour. I'm adding Seoul to my travel list. I can endorse Seoul as a fun place to go. There's certainly lots to do and see here. There's another beer delivery truck. Maybe it's the same one, I don't know. But it's on a different street now. Another one of these almond product stores. They're all over the place. Or am I just walking in a circle now? I'm not sure. I'll probably be able to tell you shortly. Let me go this way, because there's a store called Butter Shop, which I guess has souvenir kind of things in there. Make sure I don't get run over by a vehicle here. Somebody doing I don't know that my grandson would find anything interesting in here. But lots of pictures are being taken. MR Rice says it reminds me of when I walked around Busan, Korea back in 1987 after 2 weeks of war games in the Sea of Japan. And lots of music in the background. I better keep talking. Santa. I have to tell you, this is not my type of store. You can even get ice cream here. All right, we're on our way out here, so I don't get too much of this music in my... I guess one of their characters is Milk Cat. Well, looky there, there's a Starbucks. You know, it has been... I haven't been to a Starbucks since I was in Los Angeles. They have these pretty much all over here. And Starbucks is just one of literally hundreds of coffee shops. There's independent ones and Korean chains. I haven't been in one yet. Let's see what's different about a Korean Starbucks. Look at this, you can get a morning set. I checked and my rewards card doesn't work here. It's a separate thing. So let's see what their little treats are. Well, there's a heart pie, a mini leaf pie, financier, whatever that is, classic scone, salted bread, Marin pastry pie. We've got blueberry, Parmesan cheese, and plain bagels back there. 7-layer ganache cake for 5,700 won, which is about probably $4.75. Mascarpone tiramisu cake, 5,900 won. That's about $5, maybe a little more. A stick egg tart, blueberry marble cheesecake, can't read that other one. Fresh cream Catella. I mean, this is an array of desserts, which, why don't we have those at Starbucks in the USA? It seems pretty boring by comparison. Otherwise, looks pretty similar. They just have more dessert items. I don't know if they have any food. They have some food. They have a melting cheese ham and onion sandwich. Do I see anything else? A crepe cake, a Mont Blanc Choco crepe cake. That's the thing I couldn't read before. But, popular place for Koreans and foreigners. Oh, somebody said they might have Seoul Starbucks mugs. Let me look. They probably do. I just kind of went past them here. They have Stanley mugs. Popular in the U.S. I don't see that any of them are souvenir worthy. What does the Stanley mug go for? 39,000 won, which is going to be about probably $34, something like that. Oh wait, here we go. Gangwon, Jinogi. Yeah, well, they do have localized mugs. Trying to see what they go for. They are 34,000 won, about $30, $29, something like that. Seems pretty much on par with what you would pay for it in the USA. Yes, Nancy L., the food does look good. Ryan Paulding says, good afternoon. How far is the shopping district to the airport? Hope you get well soon. Looking forward to seeing another broadcast from Founders Plaza. Well, we'll be back there hopefully next week. I get back on Friday. I may need the whole weekend to recuperate. Jesse Vu says, I literally was at the same Starbucks with my wife and daughter 3 months ago. What a coincidence. Wow. That is a coincidence. Of all the Starbucks in the world and somebody watching this broadcast. Crazy. Well, I hope you enjoyed your visit. I don't see how you couldn't have. Let's see, more sidewalk vendor goods here. Looks like mostly socks, some scarves. Some of the Seoul architecture for you there. This is just a incredible metropolis. Seems to go on forever. I don't know what they're advertising over here. It seems to be religious in nature. And there look to be more shopping down there, including, as you can see there on the sign, a Subway sandwich shop. There's a 7-Eleven down there. Looks like mostly restaurants from the signage that I can tell. And it is getting to be lunch hour here in Korea on this Thursday morning. It's 11:55 in the morning here. Ryan Paulding says, I have Australia on my bucket list to visit. Now Seoul has been added. I wish I had, I've been here for, a little more than a week. Well, I got here last Friday, so was it last Friday? No, I've been here, I've lost all track of time. I've been here about a week and a half, really. And, I've just scratched the surface. Of course, a lot of the time has been spent trying to find places to broadcast video from airports. Poof Begotten Now says, what's the weather like? It looks pleasant enough. It's certainly... Here comes an electric Kia taxi. I didn't check to see. Feels like it's in the mid to upper 70s. A little bit humid, not too bad. There's some cloud cover today, so it's not direct sun. But as you can see, the way the people are dressed, it's mostly pretty much shirt sleeve weather. Little van. I love those little vans. A micro van. Here comes another beer truck. Got phone cases. I see a lot of people with these phone cases that open up kind of like a wallet, and they fold back to look at the screen. That seems to be a very popular style of phone case, at least as far as subways go. You go on the subway or the bus and everybody's looking at their phone. Here is someplace called Line Friends Square. Now, Line is one of the popular messaging apps in Korea. In fact, that's how I communicate with my son. And they have developed their own range of characters, which are available as icons and things like that. So now they have their own store. Well, I guess now, it's probably been here for a long time. Handprints from the characters, I guess. Suga, Jungkook, and J-Hope. So you can get your line-branded backpacks and doodads. It's just now 12 o'clock here in Seoul, 12 o'clock noon. And if you're just tuning in, you're watching Runway DFW walking about in the Myeong-dong district of Seoul. Okay, Ryan has checked the weather. 81 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 84. Okay, that sounds about right. I kind of underestimated it a little bit. You can get costumes for these line characters. Well, it's a colorful place, that's for sure. And there's a self-portrait of your host. Well, I'm going to say more oriented for little kids and perhaps the females of the in the audience. Well, we're hitting the street again. I see something interesting down this way. Something called BBC Earth. I have no idea what that is. It's a store? Is it a studio? Elmer says it's 10 p.m. now in Texas. Yeah, I thought I'd try to get this off, this stream going a little, early for me, just so there'd be some people who are still awake to see it. Another religious booth here. See, I don't think we've been down here yet. Here's the police station. I'm sure there is crime here, but my son, who's lived and worked here for like a decade now, is very, he doesn't worry about crime. Here's my favorite new car, which I don't believe is available in the U.S., probably never will be. It's the Kia Ray Electric. Very similar to, I used to have a Scion XB, which was not electric. And this is that kind of boxy shape, which I like because it's very practical, but not a very big car. So there's the New Balance store. Lots of stuff there. Okay, here we go to BBC Earth, which looks like some sort of a clothing store. I guess they've either the BBC operates it or they've licensed their brand to some company. The hat I'm wearing I'll show you the hat. It's a Kodak hat. And apparently this is a big fashion thing here in Korea now. I saw there was a section in a store and it had all Kodak, t-shirts and jackets and purses and things. I'm seeing what's up here at the BBC store. If they had any BBC branded merchandise, I'd look at it. I'm also looking for something for my grandson. And some BBC Earth socks. Mini backpacks. Yeah, if they had something with a BBC logo on it, I'd get it for myself. What do we have over here? We've got a Pixar pop-up store. Doesn't seem very Korea-like. Let's go down this. This seems more like an authentic shopping street. Renette Adele says, I've enjoyed Runway DFW trip to Seoul. Thank you. I'll be adding this to our playlist. So we have a playlist of all the streams we've done here, most of which have been aviation related, but some of which not so much. Oh, a cat cafe. My son took me to a cat cafe here last time I was here 8 years ago. It just opened at 12 o'clock. And yeah, it's just cats, and I guess you can get food there. The one we went to was you can get coffee drinks and such. We have a new subscriber named School T. Thank you, School T, or School T something. I can't see the rest of the name. Gelato, and look what they're doing with this gelato. They're making it look like flowers. There's artwork involved there. That's pretty cool. Well, it's not Kmart, it's K-Market. I did read that the last Kmart in the U.S. is closing. I think it was somewhere in New Jersey. I can't remember, but no more Kmart in the U.S., but K-Market is here. More cute, cuddly figures. It's Jellicious, or Jellicious. Snack time. And there's plenty of snackage on order here. Bulgogi flavor, barbecue flavor, spicy rice cake flavor, mala flavor, mad hot, and of course you can get your Cheetos and Doritos. And here are all the varieties of ramen. It's just like a whole wall of ramen. More ramen. Workers are restocking the shelves here. More chips on this side. Hot. This is some Pringles, but South American chop steak flavor. That sounds interesting. It's a limited edition. And of course, Oreos in various denominations. Strawberry cream mint choco. Cinnamon bun Oreos. And of course, we featured these on a previous broadcast. Coca-Cola Oreos. Which I have to say I was not impressed with. I need a water. I meant to bring a water with me, and for some reason I did not. So grab a water here. It's not even cold. Come on, boy. Grab one from the back. So Jeju Sam Dasu. Sounds good. Let me see where I check out over here. I'm gonna have to put the phone down for a second. Hello. I have to use my phone to pay for this, or can I? I don't know if I can. Hang on.
네, 900원이에요. 네, 감사합니다. 안녕하세요.
All right, I think we're back. That was my water purchase transaction, which I had to use my phone to pay for. I see that we've had some buffering, so I apologize for that, maybe because we were inside. So we'll do a little more of this before I set you free. I do thank you very much for walking along with me. Here is what's called a design case store, I guess, where you can, I don't know if they'll make a phone case for you. Yeah, apparently so. A fresh bread factory, which sounds smells very good. And there it is. It's very simple. It's just a kitchen and a little counter. They're closed off now while they prepare more bread. More smells that are delicious. Korean barbecue over here. I had to go upstairs to get it, but and this is called Fruit High, where you can get all manner of fresh fruit. So here's like 4 bananas for 4,000 yen, which is about $3.50. So the prices of fresh fruit in many cases can be a little high because much of it is imported. Am I running out of steam? Maybe I am. Walkabout. Coffee and fresh tea and juice. Walkabout. Elmer says, I've heard Korean barbecue very tasty. I can vouch for that. It is indeed. It's about this time your head starts to be spinning and say, where does this end? Or how can I find my way back to where I came from? And as you've noticed, there's a lot of English used in signage here. Of course, this is kind of a touristy area, so I'm assuming that they want to be able to. And we have a $5 super chat from Renette Adele, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. A tax-free store, I guess, catering to overseas visitors. And this is just one of, I don't know, there might be dozens of such shopping districts. This is one of the well-known ones. We'll go past some of this food here. Fried shrimp, fried crab. More street food over here. Kimchi noodles. Fried dumplings, all freshly prepared. Renette asked, what is the pet policy in stores and public spaces in Seoul? Are they allowed? You know, I don't know. I should ask my son that. He has a small dog. But all the times we've been out and about, the dog has been left at home. Here's I want to point this out as a miso photo booth. Now, even though everybody has a phone, if not more than one phone, these appear to be very popular. I guess they give you they take your picture, you know, it's like a photo booth you'd see in the US. And they give you some options, and I think you can get some even costumes or accessories to wear. And there's one booth that's a high angle red background, and there's number 2 is pink. So I guess it has to do with backgrounds. I don't know. I guess that's the high angle background there. More socks. So Renette, I'm sorry, I don't know what the pet policy is. I've seen people out and about with their pets. I don't know that I've seen any in the stores. Toys. Hello. This is a famous Korean character, Poporo, I think is his name. The one with the helmet and the green, the orange goggles. phone straps. And here's yet another caricature shop where the artists are behind kind of a glass wall there. You sit in the chair, I guess, and they provide you with an artistic sketch. 1 minute acorn caricatures. It looks like it's about 9,000 won, which would make it about, I guess, about $8 for a sketch.
올리브데이에는 카카오페이로 결제하세요. 단 3일간 드리는 특별 혜택. 카카오페이 머니로 10만 원 이상 결제.
Tony McSee says lots of socks in Korea. Yes.
카카오페이 4,000원 할인된 때까지 너는
I guess everybody's wearing socks. Now we started this. In fact, I put up our this stream with a still of a shop called Everything. Here's a shop with the same name, but it's a different location. So I don't know how far I've walked, but I guess it's a reasonable place to come to a close today. I think this will probably be our next to last stream. We'll be back with you tomorrow from Seoul Incheon International Airport to bring you a look around the terminal. I don't know that we'll be able to do any plane spotting tomorrow, as that's my departure day. I would like to thank you for stopping by. I'd like to thank our the fine folks who have made a super chat today. I'd like to thank our members of Runway DFW, especially for their support. Thanks to you if you've subscribed. If you haven't, hope you will again, or for the first time maybe. And if you're just watching and it's just one of those things, I'm glad you could accompany me on this walking tour of the Myeong-dong shopping district in Seoul, South Korea, live. So I'll look for you tomorrow. It'll probably be another late night U.S. stream before I hop on my American Airlines plane back to DFW, which is arriving on Friday morning. I think I better get out of the way of this minivan. All right, so I'll see you soon on Runway DFW. Thanks again for watching. Happy contrails to you until we meet again. And see you later, folks.